A new report ordered by New York City regulators calls for a $17.22 minimum wage for ride-hail drivers. Reuters' Lucy Nicholson file photo by Faiz Siddiqui August 8 at 5:15 p.m. email the author. The New York City Council on Wednesday passed a cap on Uber, Lyft and other for-hire vehicles in the city along with a minimum wage for drivers, becoming the first city in the nation to impose such sweeping measures to offset the growth of the ride-hailing industry. The legislation imposes a one-year ceiling on non-wheelchair accessible for-hire vehicles, while the city undertakes a study on the impacts of ride-hailing. Uber had objected to the proposal, arguing it would increase wait times and make rides harder to find in neighborhoods across the city. In a statement, New York Mayor Bill de Blasio, D., commended the council for its vote, arguing the cap would stop the influx of cars contributing to the congestion grinding our streets to a halt. De Blasio called the growth of ride-hailing a crisis and said the services are clogging streets and driving New Yorkers into poverty. The council also agreed to impose a minimum wage for ride-hail drivers recommended by a recent study commissioned by the city's Taxi and Limousine Commission. Uber was fiercely opposed to the freeze, in part because ride-hailing companies rely on a business model aimed at maximizing the number of available vehicles in an effort to reduce wait times for passengers. The city's 12-month pause on new vehicle licenses will threaten one of the few reliable transportation options, while doing nothing to fix the subways or ease congestion, the company said in a statement. Uber spokesman Josh Gold said in an interview Wednesday that the company will shift its strategy from opposing efforts to freeze the number of vehicles to gobbling up the outstanding for-hire vehicle licenses available under the new cap. Ride-hailing services have an estimated 80,000 of the 120,000 available for-hire vehicle licenses in New York, the companies say. Gold said the outstanding 40,000 licenses belong to black car and livery drivers, workers Uber will aim to recruit. The council's newly imposed minimum wage will assist the company in those efforts, he said. We're going to aggressively go after the 40,000 existing for-hire vehicle licenses to add to the 80,000 that we already dispatched to, Gold said. Uber and Lyft contend they reduce users' dependence on private vehicles and complement public transit. Studies have shown Uber increases traffic congestion in major urban areas, including Manhattan, in part by pulling from more sustainable modes. This is a developing story.